voice a little bit. Okay. If you listen to my voice a little bit, I'll try to project. If not, just yell, mic check. Action Committee has been empowered to make decisions as to so that we can move forward with action for the group. Of course, as individuals, you can choose to what level you can participate in an action, and also whether or not you want to be part of this. Okay.
I think for Saturday that we're empowered.
Yeah, not in general, but for Saturday, since it's a big day of action. So background, October 15th is the day of action all over the world, and we are joining that as well as joining the Occupy Wall Street movement at Occupy K Street, Occupy DC. The proposal that we're bringing forth is to tomorrow at 9 a.m. go around 5 financial institutions / banks and have actions outside of them, and do certain elements of action within those banks, have symbolic foreclosures within them, and let people know on the inside where else they can take their money, and in the process also learn where we can take our money. So that will start at 9 a.m. Okay, 9 a.m. and that will go until about noon. Okay, I'm not going to disclose the route, but there's a variety of folks that have that route. Okay, I repeat, 9 a.m. After that, we will march. Oh, I'm sorry, I should have said this at the beginning. We will be joining with some folks from Freedom Plaza. We'll be joining with some folks from Freedom Plaza since we've been working in collaboration with them. Okay? Throughout this whole process for Saturday. This is for Saturday only. After the banks, the financial institutions, will be heading down to Washington Monument, where we will join a march that will go to MLK, to Martin Luther King Memorial. Okay? The proposal is that we do not walk with the march, but slightly behind it, as in support, but as a separate group. And after ending at MLK, we would take the same route back all the way up to McPherson Square, and we would end here. We would end the action for the day here.
All right. Also actions. Do we have any clarifying questions out here about the actions? What are going on? Clarifying questions. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Okay. Who is the group that's organizing the march to the MLK Memorial, and why do you feel that it's necessary not to join with that group, but to be separate?
Do you remember the name?
I don't remember the exact name, but it's
It's the National Action Network. The group that is organizing the march. The National Action Network.
It's the National Action Network.
and as yeah, go ahead.
As far as your question of like why we're marching a little bit behind them, there were just some concerns between the two action committees, so that was just kind of reached as a consensus point of we were marching a little bit behind.
From what I know, that thought did not come from this group. It came from the folks of Freedom. They just want to differentiate the Occupy movement from the folks that are going to be part of the march, which are going to be unions and some civil rights leaders. It's just a point of concern.
Direct response?
I'm from Freedom Plaza, and I'm not sure where we're discussing.
Mic check.
I lost my voice.
Lost my voice.
Mic check.
Mic check.
The problem was not civil rights groups and unions.
Problem was not civil rights groups and unions.
It was the heavy connection with the Democratic Party.
It was a heavy connection with the Democratic Party.
Thank you.
All right. Next on stack, number 2 on stack.
My question was answered there, but where's the march
Here.
Which part of it? Like the 9 a.m. thing? The 9 a.m. we're starting from here.
Clarifying question 3 on sex. So where are we starting the march?
We're we've got a route. We're gonna start here at 9 a.m. Flow around on our route. It'll be kind of starting. If you don't want the 9 a.m. thing, you can most likely be at Freedom Plaza around noontime because we'll be passing by their camp around then, and then heading down there.
Down to
the Washington Monument.
4 on sex. Number 5 on sex?
Yes.
I'm good. Alright, other clarifying questions?
I think mine's been answered. That's fine.
Okay, other clarifying questions? 1? Is that all? Am I missing anyone? 2? Alright. Could you explain a little more about the action at the bank? You said it's calling for foreclosure. Is it going to involve disobedience or what exactly?
Yes, there will be some civil disobedience. Not everyone needs to. There will be also people outside just kind of doing their chants and hanging out if you don't want to go inside the bank. But there will be people putting like kind of fake out of order signs on the ATM so that we can then like discuss with people why they should take their money out of the big bank, and then doing mock, like saying we're foreclosing on this bank. A little bit of civil disobedience, yeah. Saying we're foreclosing on them, trying to talk to people coming in about moving their money out of the big bank, that kind of stuff.
Alright, second on set.
Question, do we know what we can and cannot do on sidewalks? What are our rights so we don't get in trouble?
So,
I'm not legal, but I have checked the law, and this isn't legal advice, but you are allowed to protest on city sidewalks, and you won't be in trouble with DC police. What any other institution might do is different. So if it's private property, you might get in trouble by a private police
You have a direct response over here?
Yes. Are you here? All right. Well, as a DC resident, I can tell you that if you're on a sidewalk but you're moving, you don't need a permit at all. And also,
Mic check.
okay, mic check. Okay, and also, you do have the right.
You do have the right
to block one lane of traffic.
block one lane of traffic
As long as it's a curb lane.
as long as it's a curb lane.
And what I would say
What I would say
before the mic check
before the mic check
is that
is that
you have the right
you have the right
to move on the sidewalk
to move on the sidewalk
without a permit,
without a permit.
as long as you're not standing still.
As long as you're not standing
You
still,
don't need a permit.
you don't need a permit.